orange one. There's a touch the screen. You guys, your on-off switches are on your mics.
Hi, my name is Pete Nanny. I'm the Lake County editor for the Daily Herald. And on behalf of the League of Women Voters of Lake County and the University Center of Lake County, I'd like to welcome you to today's forum. Today you're going to hear from candidates who are running in contested primaries for 4 countywide offices: Circuit Court Clerk, Recorder of Deeds, Coroner, and State's Attorney. It's a difficult task being an educated voter these days. There's so many races, so many candidates on the ballot. We're also busy. It's tough to do the homework that you need to do to understand where the candidates stand. So we applaud the effort that you've made today to come out, take the extra step, spend time with us to meet the candidates and hear about their views on important issues. Thank you for being here, and we trust that you'll find the time spent today worthwhile. In the past, the League and the Daily Herald, when we've handled these forums, we've frowned on people taking pictures and videos at the forum. In this brave new world where everything seems to be videotaped and put on YouTube within minutes, we're going to try something different. So this year we're asking that if you want to take photos and videos, that you do so from your seats and not disrupt anybody sitting around you. Finally, I'm going to introduce our moderator for today so that we can get started. Our moderator is Kathy Tate Bradish. She's the past president of the League of Women Voters of Evanston. She does not live in Lake County, so she has no stake in any of these races. Kathy?
Thanks, Pete, and thank you everyone for coming. It really is, we in the League like to say we roll up our sleeves and do the hands-on work of democracy, and whenever I see people coming out on a Sunday afternoon especially and the sun is shining for a local race, these are really the candidates who live in your neighborhood. They're around, they're not going to Washington, they're not going to Springfield, they represent you. And so really I and all of the Lake County League members applaud you for coming today to kind of see what's what and to ask your questions. So I'll quickly go through the rules. We have 4 races today. So if I speak too quickly, you can send me a befuddled glare or put your hand up, but I'm going to just try to, this is not about me, it's about the candidates and also about your questions. The candidates have agreed to all the rules. I used to say, and this goes to what Pete just said, you know, it's a different world now. I used to say, turn off your pagers. So do though, whatever you have that makes noise, be sure you turn that off. And also, as Pete said, if you'd like to capture some video, use your cell phone, whatever you might want to do, you are absolutely welcome to do it, but pretend you're, you know, at the elementary school play or something. Don't be in front of the other parents. Don't be down in front making the children nervous, okay? Just do it from your seat. And we'll see. This is new for the Daily Herald and new for at least our League of Women Voters, and we hope it works out well for everybody. The candidates have all drawn for speaking order. I won't go over these rules with you between each of the debates. Be reassured, we'll have 5 minutes between each of them. The ladies and gentlemen's rooms, straight out, and before you hit the computers, turn left. First thing I always find. Because we're on a tight schedule, I do ask you to hold your applause. Even, I know all of you are here maybe because you really love one of these candidates, but we'll hold all of our applause till the end, and also obviously no booing or other forms of disrespect. No shouting out of questions. In fact, if you have a question that you'd like to ask, I'll tell you how that works. You should have a card. If you don't have a card and you'd like one, if you put your hand up, someone will bring you a card. If you put your hand up with a card in it, someone will come and get that question. Those questions go down to 2 members of the League of Women Voters of Lake County. They are going to have a look at it for legibility because I'm not from here, so I get a card in front of me, I read it, so I have to be able to read it. Also for level of government. So for example, today, there are no national political issues at stake at these particular levels of government. So be sure that your question really is something that the men and women who are going to be candidates before you today will be pursuing in their own job should they be elected by you. We have a few prepared questions to get us started from the League of Women Voters and possibly also from the Daily Herald, I'm not sure. But as soon as I start getting questions from you, I'll start asking those questions. The timekeepers are right down in front here. Our candidates will have 2 minutes for their opener. They'll have 1 minute to answer each question. They can certainly say what he said, and then we'll get more questions answered, but they can also fill their whole minute. They know that they can't save time to go back to something else, and then in reverse order of who opened, they will give their closing statements, which are 1.5 minutes. And actually, I really apologize, I forgot to ask, can you guys stay until the bitter end or not? It's okay, you're not on the spot, it's a long day.
I probably can.
Okay.
I probably won't.
Okay, then save your questions and be sure you look for their campaign literature so you can fire off things that you're eager to find out to their email or campaign addresses, okay? We hope that we will have this posted in its entirety on YouTube. Moving with the times, it won't be me doing that, let me assure you. Possibly by tonight, otherwise by tomorrow. And when we do, we will send links to all of the candidates and to the Daily Herald, so you'll be able to figure out how to find that readily enough, I hope. So, with no further ado, Mr. Brin will go first. He'll give us his 2-minute opener. And don't be shocked when that stop goes shooting up. It does not mean that the candidate has run over. I've just asked the timers to do that. They will not take a deep breath. They will simply finish their sentence, and we'll move on from there. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Brin.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone, and thanks for your invitation to be here this afternoon. I appreciate you all coming out. My name is Keith. I'm running for Clerk of the Circuit Court of Lake County. I am currently the Chief Deputy Clerk of the Circuit Court. You all probably know Sally Koffelt. She's our current Clerk of the Circuit Court. We've overwhelmingly elected her 8 times now to office. And after 32 years, in 2012, she's going to be retiring. About 3 years ago, she brought me into the office. Before that, I was a practicing attorney for many years and in the business world. She wanted some new eyes on the office, bring in some new innovation, to see what could be done with the office that maybe she already wasn't doing. So the first thing I did when I came in is I started looking at the way we do things. And after learning about the processes in the clerk's office, I discovered that technology was where we could make the biggest improvement, the biggest bang for the buck in the office. So that's what we started to do. Sally's been working with technology for more than a decade now. But I really wanted to give it that push to get us into that next phase of the office with the incredible foundation we already had. We've modernized the way we take money. We've spearheaded the design of what is being evaluated as the most advanced state-of-the-art electronic filing system of its kind in the country, paid for at no cost to the taxpayers, by the way. We are a very cost-efficient office. We consistently use less money than we bring in every year for our office's operation. We turn everything over to the county board, so we're accountable and it's transparent in our operations. And I look forward to taking your questions today. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Dietz.
Hi, my name is Gerald Dietz. I am also running for Clerk of the Circuit Court. I am a practicing attorney and I specialize in representing governmental entities and doing governmental watchdog work. I first came into contact with the clerk's office because I spent about 10 years as a municipal prosecutor. I was in court just about every day, all day long, and I saw the technology problems that the clerk's office had. There's 102 counties in Illinois. Out of those 102 counties, about 80 of them or so can get online access to court records. Lake County is not one of them. Lake County is the 3rd largest county. Same with paying your traffic fees and stuff online. Lake County is not one of those either. So I thought that as a practicing attorney, I knew that I could make a change. So I took a harder look at the clerk's office. And when I did, I found that they were relying on this outdated, difficult to understand computer system that's written in COBOL. COBOL is like DOS. And that there was no plans to change it. And that they had awarded a $2.3 million no-bid contract to a vendor for a product that hasn't been approved by the court. I found that the court issued a cease and desist order for illegal activity against the clerk's office. And just recently that the the Supreme Court said they specifically admonished the clerk's office and that they referred to the rogue actions of Lake County Court. So I realized I had some things to change. I no longer wanted business as usual, and I wanted to change things. We need to modernize the office. We need to provide online access equally to everyone. And most importantly, we need to bring transparency and accountability to the office. And I look forward to answering any of your questions.